They break now. Top speed, Fabio Lima, 283 kilometers per hour through the Rettifilo chicane. Both of these drivers who had such a tough battle yesterday, and it has to be said, there are times when the battle went as far as the rules will allow, and perhaps beyond, as both were penalised for a slight track limit excursion. But now, absolutely clean fight between the two of them. 3 minutes remain in this race. The race that's being led by Daniel D'Amato, who I think is going to win the race in April. He's 13.8 seconds ahead. There he is. Daniel D'Amato has been faultless all weekend, as too have CDP, in fairness, in terms of the way they've engineered the car to his liking. He has just driven that. It's man and machine in absolute perfect harmony. The Holger Hamsen 458 is a backmarking car that Daniel D'Amato is approaching right now. He'll have no hindrance from the German driver, Holger Hamsen, of that I can assure you. And then we get into this battle for P2 in the race overall, and P2 in the pro honours, of course, between Philip Barron and Fabio Lima. And you know what? Barron now really seems to have the measure of him. And of course, Fabio Lima, he's got to try and find on a circuit where there are only a certain number of places where you can even contemplate an overtake. Philip knows exactly where Fabio's going to have a go, and therefore is able to anticipate that and put the car wherever he needs to block any potential opportunity. It's here where I always think Lima just closes in on Barron. Barron brakes now, Lima brakes later. They will have really punished the brakes and the tyres of those 488s. There is Jens Liebhauser, who is running P6 in the race, but is winning the AM category for GOM Motorsport. Doing a fine job out there on his own. Sam Smith is the car ahead, the all-yellow machine you can just see there. He's running P5 in the race. In the number 92 car, the gap between Liebhauser and Martin Nelson, as you can see, some 10 seconds. And there, the Martin Nelson car comes into the picture, having seen off Tommaso Roca just for the moment. 9/10 between the two of them. It's just 6/10 between Barron and Lima now, although we're watching this AM battle. And Martin Nelson, then, who's going to see his unbeaten run in the AM category brought to a close by Jens Liebhauser. And here comes Philip Barron and Fabio Lima. This the final lap, because Daniel D'Amato has crossed the timing line, so one more lap to come for this battle. It's now or never for Fabio Lima to try and wrestle away that P2 position. Well, the CDP team look on. That is Renato D'Amato to the left of your picture, father of Daniel D'Amato. Here comes Fabio Lima on Philip Barron. Again, king of the late breakers. 4/100ths is the difference between them. That is close. Oh, no! That's the number 73 car of Robin Jensen, who's going to get taken now by Christian Overgaard. Whether that was a mistake from Robin Jensen or not, there's no mistaking the dominance of this man. Daniel D'Amato has not put one wheel out of line for the entire weekend. Has been supremely dominant. And to have a margin of some 14 seconds in the pro category is extraordinary. Absolutely extraordinary. He has driven like a demon. And as I mentioned, CDP have given him the car to be able to do that. Daniel D'Amato then back into the Ferrari Challenge. He's racing in other categories. He's got lots and lots of racing. Still quite a young man. Interesting, Joshua Katu is the one that is the quickest on this last lap, and the CDP team climbed the fence to say well done to their man as Daniel D'Amato brings the car home to make it 2 out of 2 in the Trofeo Pirelli race. He takes win number 2. Win number 2 in the pro category. On Fabio Lima and Philippe Barron, as close as they've been across the entire race. And whoa, Philippe Barron just does it ahead of Fabio Lima. And the best of the AMs is going to be this man, Jens Liebhauser, then in the number 44 car. Brilliant drive from Jens Liebhauser around the parabolica. The car is slowing. The car is slowing. Where is Martin Nelson on track? Not going to be close enough, and Martin Nelson could be taken by Thomas O'Rourke to take P2 away. Actually, Nelson is going to do it. Nelson gets past Jens Liebhauser within meters of the timing line. So it's Nelson and Roca. So Nelson's unbeaten run in the AM. Well, that is extraordinary. I just spotted that the Jens Liebhauser car was slowing around the parabolica. I thought he was far enough ahead of Martin Nelson, but he wasn't. Well, Liebhauser is still going to get an AM podium, but he's going to be P3 instead of the win. He'll be furious about that, I would think. Let's take nothing away from this young man, though. Daniel D'Amato, who has driven extraordinarily. Who's the best of the 458s? It's got to be Galopata, hasn't it? He should cross the line 15th in the race overall, which is enough to give him the 458 honours. Sure enough, there is Galopata, Proctane 126. He is the best of the 458s. 458 Evo, of course, being last year's challenge car. Well, goodness me.